Friends, we are actually back this time.
Hey.
Can you imagine that? It is episode 5 of Vandal Hearts is the game we're playing and not Vagrant Story.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That's correct.
I get them confused every week.
It's a running joke now. I mean, we gotta keep it up.
Oh, yes. It's a joke, Connor. I am joking about that. Yeah.
And then we'll never play Vagrant Story.
I heard it was hard, so yeah,
Oh
probably
yeah, it's
not.
hard. Yeah, I think we talked a little bit about it before, and I think I don't want to risk, repeating myself, but in general, it has a very intricate system that I don't think a person would really figure out by default how to play optimally, and
See.
yeah, that kind of thing.
One thing we should know, audience, because it's been like a month since we last met, we will not be moving to Final Fantasy 14, so hold your horses.
Yeah, I apologize.
Although
It's a big time sink. I'm worried.
the new expansion is coming out next year, Dawn Thread. It introduces South and Central American themes and cuisines and classes. Looks like we may finally get Corsair, as promised. And as a result of the new expansion, they're raising the free level cap to 70 and giving away the Stormblood expansion for free on top of Heaven's Ward. So if you buy the base game, you get the next 2 expansions free.
Very nice.
And you can go up to level 70.
Yeah, I do
before
think
needing to buy the next ones.
It's just like any MMO you're talking about, likely. I mean, you expressed it in the video last time. You're talking about a large time commitment that that I don't think I should reasonably engage with.
I mean, I was prepared to go full in, and honestly, I still may in early 2024. I may clear my schedule to just go MMO, but I have a lot to do until then.
Very good, very good. Are you hyped for this Baldur 3 thing? Like everyone's talking about it on the YouTube.
I never played Baldur's Gate 1 or 2. I heard that it's so well done and so intricate that other companies were suing them not to release the game because it will set a new standard in gaming.
No, come on.
That's real, but it was summarily dismissed out of court for being, stupid.
Yeah. Wow.
But someone really fucking toured a new one on my Discord. They were just like, fuck Baldur's Gate 3. Everything's stupid about, so like I don't know who to believe. I don't know where to turn to. I just know that I'm not really excited for it. I've been telling people lately that I'm gonna become a negativity streamer, and I'm originally meant it as kind of a joke, but let me do my negativity thing here real quick.
All right, let's do it.
I don't like a lot of games that have come out in the last 5 years. And I think the further ahead in time we get, the less good games become. There's just a lot of games now, and they all look the same to me. They're just clones and copies of each other. To get like a truly unique or very interesting game is pretty rare. Like FTL comes out, and it's like, wow. And now there's like a bunch of FTL clones. You know what I mean? They all look and play almost exactly like FTL, just slightly different.
I mean, I love FTL. FTL for me is probably one of my top, top 10 games. Probably, it's just so good.
See this guy? I would rather replay Final Fantasy Tactics or Final Fantasy 8, or honestly, at some point, I'm gonna have to play Final Fantasy 6 and actually beat it. I've gotten a third and 2/3 of the way through the game before, and I still have not beaten it. So that may be a game up for contention for what we play after this.
Yeah, because I've never played 6 all the way through either. I kept on trying, and then just like between one thing or another, it lost priority. And obviously everyone rants and raves about it. And in general, I think there's a I have the impression that like you're not a real Final Fantasy fan unless you like have played 6. So
I mean, I don't know that 6 is all that great, but it's certainly meme worthy. The soundtrack is amazing. The thing that gets me though is that 6 is the only non 3D game. All of the all Final Fantasy 1 through 4 have all been remade into 3D versions, and 7 and beyond are all 3D to start with.
well, I would say like I'm not trying to knock 3D games, but in general, the complaint you just made is that everything is trending towards uniformity. I think there's a lot of
Well, no,
diversity.
what I mean is it's the only one that hasn't gotten a remake.
Sure.
Essentially.
Yeah, and I'm saying like there's an appeal I think to the 2D art of that day and like
All right,
so forth.
Connor, you've sold me. Our next game is going to be Final Fantasy VI.
All right.
We're going to learn about the story of Terra and her friends as they go and find their espers and then blow up the world.
And like how many like
we're going to
gamers
suplex
of
a
our
ghost
type-
train.
What? Sorry.
We're going to suplex a ghost train.
Heck yeah. I would say like how many gamers of our type, like your millennial RPG gamers have like not played 6. Like there's probably not that many. It's kind of like a fresh internet experience.
Hmm.
Novel stuff here on the internet.
I do want to say, as long as I'm saying every game plays alike, every fucking MMO plays exactly the same to me, with the exception of Final Fantasy XIV. And you know what? I'll throw 11 in there as well. 11 is a brutal experience.
Yeah.
But like every game nowadays feels like it's just some offshoot of World of Warcraft with really similar mechanics and God, what was that failed MMO that was actually really interesting and incredible, but also a pain in the ass? The Secret World? Do you know about this one? Okay, no. So it was a Lovecraft MMO that had no quest log or quest markers.
Mm-hmm.
So when you were solving mysteries or doing quests, that was it. You had to remember what was going on, If you wanted to get a online quest guide, you had to start the quest from the very beginning or you wouldn't know where you were in the quest, sort of deal. So it really challenged people to like solve puzzles with their brain. There was one that involved you like choosing different paintings in the starting town and then going into a sewer, and there's a bunch of meme stuff about it because they got the voice actor for Tuvok from Star Trek Voyager. So he did a bunch of Tuvok lines like "live long and prosper," or that is not logical. You could tell that it felt like a Lovecraft MMO made by people who cared.
Yeah.
So of course it failed horrendously, massive flop.
Yeah, I mean, I would go even further back for me. When I haven't played an MMO since EverQuest, but it feels like every game that has been after EverQuest is a similar thing. You've got a skill bar, you pop your skills, and you just sort of attack in sequence. All the mechanics seem similar to me, like luring enemies out, waiting for spawns.
Have I told you about skill chains from Final Fantasy XI?
Yeah, I think you did. We talked about it last time.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm not saying there's like no innovation, but like
no, but that for me was what beyond when dying would cost you XP. The skill chains where you would use a skill, someone would use the next skill in the element circle, and it would cause a massive visual explosion of a new element type. And if you cast that magic into it, that magic would deal more damage than normal. And
so that's cool.
If you had more skills, you could level your skill chain up by like, oh, the explosion happened. Now I'm going to use a third element type, and it'll change the explosion again into a new element.
Yeah, well, that's fun. I mean, that's fun. That's like that because I also, creates synergy with other people, and then there's also this like dance, maybe you might call it.
Yeah, it was great.
Doing. So
I mean, rogues literally had to dance because their primary way of buffing tanks was to use SATA, sneak attack, trick attack. So if you use trick attack, whatever damage you do on your next attack that you use the trick attack buff on, that threat will be transferred to whoever you're standing behind. So you stand behind somebody and you trick attack, all of the threat gets transferred to them. If you sneak attack and you hit somebody, if you hit an enemy from behind, it deals enormous damage. So if you use them both at the same time, when the tank's lost aggro, you know, the tank moves behind the enemy, you sneak attack, trick attack, all of your threat gets dumped onto the paladin or whatever. It was an incredible mechanic for recovering threat.
Very cool.
All right.
I mean, that is fun. I get that.
Maybe we should start playing at some point.
Yeah.
We're 10 and a half minutes in here, and I've done nothing.
We're all vibing here, you know, it's all good.
While I was waiting for you, I went ahead and bought a bunch of items for all the characters, mostly mega herbs and such, just so that if I get into trouble in battle, I won't be too far out.
Yeah, we don't want folks dying and missing out on experience, and then, you know.
Yeah, we don't want trouble. Capital T. Where am I going to, bud?
I'm not sure exactly. I was wondering the same thing.
I mean, I was waiting for you to tell me what to do.
Can you advance anybody?
I'm checking right now.
Yeah. Wow, Ash is nearly 20. I don't think we have everyone at level 10 yet, do we?
I thought so.
Zohar too? Yeah, Zohar too. Okay, yeah, Dolan needs some levels.
Yeah, that's the whole party, I think. Alright. Keep the faith.
Yeah, I'm trying to recall exactly. Did we just, like, where we are in the story, so.
Tavern. See if we can trigger any events. Before Emperor Hel came to power, people thought the royalists were behind the terrorist attacks. But it looks like those were lies spread by Hel's party. The Empire has been doing some strange things. On one hand, they're busy stamping out rebels. On the other, they're digging up ruins. What's going on? The army's made up of criminals and thugs, but the Crimson Guards are something different. I've heard that at the top there are 5 Crimson Generals. It said that none have ever been bested in personal combat. I mean, the way to test that would be to just have 2 generals fight each other. You know, this, I feel like that's a very Asian thing. You know what I mean? Like, I never see this trope of, like, this man has never been bested in combat before. That's, like, solely a thing that you see out of Asian media, and I would love to see that memed on and tested. Just straight up have somebody be like, well, the 2 of us have never been bested before. I guess we should fight. Because, you know, in Asian media, it'll just be, like, the 2 of them will battle, and then something will interrupt the battle.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well, that's classic storytelling. You never make it if you have 2 very popular characters that everyone loves, and both sides want to see their favorite win. You definitely do not have them battle on even ground. It's always like there's extenuating circumstances, like, you know, whatever it is, like they're sick or they got an arrow in them, or, you know, anything. What? Okay, we're at Basil. So Basil Gate's the next fight, probably. Okay.
I agree with you on everything you're saying. I forgot what voice I was doing for this guy. You said he sucks, though, right?
No, I like Dolan.
Oh, I thought he was the worst.
Yeah.
We've got to pass here to reach the prison.
Oh, yeah, let's fight. Okay.
They're not going to just let us pass. They're not expecting us, so let's hit them hard. I mean, they are expecting you. They're all piling out right here. Okay, as long as Ash doesn't die, we'll win.
Alright, so I'll tell you about any kind of buried items. The Iron Boot is in the weird wall tile in the north border.
Weird wall tile on the north.
Let's see. Weird wall tile in the north border, yeah. Wall tile. Maybe it's that. Oh, there. Yeah, it's um
This one?
four. No, it's. I think it's gonna be four, like 2 spaces removed from that altar for the sign, the summon
This
sign
one?
thing. That one. Yeah, I'm guessing that one.
Okay.
And then the tarot, which is the plus-shaped tile in the southeast tree. So that's yeah, right there next to the bat. So that's pretty close. Oh no, sorry, that's the opposite end.
Yep.
They recommend leaving a grenadier alive because they kind of run away all the time to get those items if you want them.
Yeah.
Then there's a mega herb and a mage gem in the chests.
I only have one archer.
I think we're rescuing some folks in the story right now. It's been a while, folks. Apologies.
Okay, well, to get to this treasure chest, I'm guessing I will need to push this ball off.
Yeah. Hopefully onto something, some enemy.
Yeah, so
I can read the thing here if you like.
sure.
Okay, another easy one. Move Ash east to the nearest tree by the center building, which will draw all the Centurions towards him for an attack on the second turn. Use Zohar before then to drop a Roman fire / phase shift, sending all of them to their counterattacked deaths. Beforehand, use Mystic Shield to ensure he survives. I'm guessing that's Ash. However, with any luck, Ash and company can completely clean the remaining troops on the north side by turn 3's finish. Warlock and Bats should take precedence. The Bloodbats can really put a damper on things and should be in range on the second turn. Have Diego take one out if he is a bowman. Otherwise, trying to get Zohar in on some of the action by moving within phase shifting range. For those coming up the southern of the 2 middle roads, make sure to kick a boulder through the masses of to have their HP for easier pickings. If Diego can somehow make it to the center building's roof, he can assist in basically every direction, well, provided he's an arrow slinger. So there you go.
Well, get to this roof. For some reason, I think I've just accidentally split them between Diego and Ash, but let's see how they go. Yep. Quite the ranged attack there, young man.
Pretty gnarly.
What a swing, what a jab, what a jape.
Hopefully you can get that bat, even though he's behind that wall. Yeah, it's the blood bats.
Alright, so I accidentally split the enemies against Diego.
Yeah, but at least you got Dolan on one side and Ash on the other, so. Very good. Oh, wow. You could probably phase shift with Zohar on the left side. Sorry. Yeah.
It's okay to give me advice, Connor. I just may already be doing it.
Sure, I just don't want a backseat.
Field 7. Yeah, let's just go ahead and... Oh, I can only do it for myself, huh? How far does that go? It still goes pretty damn far. I'll take it. I don't think it'll kill anybody. It's just gonna prime people up for death.
Yeah. Specifically a counterattack death. Oh, hey. Yeah. Wow. Good stuff. Yeah, the mages can really rack up the experience for that reason.
I'm gonna jam his ass right here. Counterattack central. Any buffing magic? All right, and then Priesty Boy is gonna come over and he'll team Old Man over here. He's got a new spell called Holy Lightning.
Oh.
That sounds like an album name from the late 80s.
Holy Lightning!
Yeah, for sure. We're on the same page about that one.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to be able to get this push off, but... Nope. I didn't anticipate that. They would be able to go up on that thing. That makes sense, though.
Oh, no. What a dirty trick.
I mean, it's just going to be bait for...
So
oh, this could be bad, actually. Alright, he's alive. So just bait for my priests to get free hits off on their spells.
Spider, not good.
Oh, paralyze is bad. Okay, well.
That's bad.
Oh, no.
Block so hard. Fortunate.
I didn't nearly get the promised counterattack chain that I was told I would get. I really fucked this up, huh?
Promises were made. No.
Get him, Dolan.
He's like 5 levels under.
This kind of weak behavior. Why can't you be as good as the main character? Can I just not do anything with him? I guess so.
No.
Yeah, but he's essentially just dead to me then. Pick here, and then I want to shoot at the bomb guy. Did he block?
Yeah.
What the heck?
And countered attacked.
That part doesn't surprise me. Oh, I kind of really need you to kill him. That's a problem. Partly a pro run. I'm definitely gonna lose even more people in this fight, but where we're at.
Well, you know, it's good to know that, you know, even though like say you're like an XCOM expert, you know, there's still some strategy games out there that can provide a little challenge.
The older they are, the harder they are. Teleports behind him. Nothing personal, kid. Oh my god, he still lives.
3?
Incredible.
That's insulting.
Yeah, Xenonauts 2 came out. That's the 1980s XCOM offshoot game. It basically copies all of XCOM's mechanics and then tweaks them a little to make them kind of NATO versus Soviet Union, but then aliens invade. So Xenonauts 2 is like XCOM 2 with the human faction providing a third party that attacks both sides.
Okay. I haven't seen anything about that one.
It's just came out on early access. I'm not going to play it until it's fully released, but I wanted to make sure they got my early access money, so they would be encouraged to finish the damn game.
We do hope for such things.
Ego's out. I'm losing ability to affect the battlefield left and right here. I gotta keep one of these healers alive for sure. This fucking chuckle fuck up here. That's a problem.
Not good.
I mean, the problem is that I don't know that I have enough people to back him into a corner anymore.
Yeah, I've been vaguely looking at Chaos Gate Demon Hunters. I think they just come out with a new DLC.
Oh, did it? I never finished it. I was so mad about the changes to Gate of Infinity that I stopped playing.
What is Gate of Infinity? What do you mean?
It allows you to teleport your whole team. So when you teleport, your whole team teleports with you. So what you would do is you would have someone go long and scout an area out just outside the enemy vision range where you would trigger them, and then you teleport to that far point at the start of the next turn, and you bring your whole team with you. So your one guy is down one of your action points, but everybody else is fully fresh and is essentially like at melee with whatever group you reveal and spawn. So yeah, they changed it so you can only do it once rather than an infinite amount of times. So there were times where I would beat the whole mission on turn 1, just using Gate of Infinity plus action point regain. But they specifically changed it so you couldn't beat missions in one go. But now it made everything much harder, because my whole strategy, all of my build and all of my equipment was reliant on being able to get into melee range as quickly as possible to emphasize melee attacks.
Right.
I think I've actually lost this battle. I don't know that I can grab these bombardiers anymore.
Yeah. I'm skeptical. Very rare APL.
Oh, Ash is down, so it doesn't matter. I've lost anyway.
We've lost.
Me losing is not that rare, Connor. Maybe at this game, but in general, no.
I think it's rare.
Wait, what were my choices? Oh, beginning of map. Yeah, of course.
So yeah, this time, move Ash east to the nearest tree by the center building. Nearest tree by the center building. So yes. I guess that one to the left.
They want me to go here.
Put him in front there. And I suggest maybe putting all the squishy guys, you know, where they can't get hit by arrows right now.
It just bothers me that the intro talk for this mission is like, you got to get in there and wipe them out. And then the strategy is be highly defensive and bunch everybody up in the backfield.
Well, I guess he wants everyone to come down one path.
Yeah, I mean, it's a solid strat. I started listening to a podcast that people have been recommending to me, and once I started listening to it, a bunch of other people started listening to it, called Dungeons and Daddies. It's about a group of it's like Freddie Wong and a bunch of professional comedians and other podcasters that play dads in our real world who all have 1 or 2 kids. They're going to a nationals final soccer game, and they get isekai'd into the Forgotten Realms world, and their kids are all kidnapped, and they got to go get them back. But they still have their minivan in the Forgotten Realms world.
Gotta have to do that.
And they get experience points if they make dad jokes. The guys are like, I'm Daryl Wilson. You know, I would have been the coach if Darren hadn't replaced me. All right, gentlemen, I want to keep this minivan clean. One guy's like, I brought. I'm doing lines from it, but it's just so funny, incredible and amazing.
I mean, dad jokes are incredible and amazing. That is a true thing. Do you want to heal Ash?
Hold on. Oh, that was a good point. But I have the monk next to him to do exactly that.
She's a
healer.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Fine.
Hold on. We're gonna move Ash here. So the real problem is I should have cast Mystic Shield on Ash, but
yeah.
they're all gonna attack Dolan instead of Ash because they're assholes. I don't really know how this strategy is supposed to work. Just leave a hole, they're gonna run past Ash, but
well, right now you're gonna, if you put Zohar behind the wall, he could probably nuke a whole bunch of them.
I know, Connor.
I know. I've played a strategy game before.
Sure.
I don't know if you know this. It was my plan all along to use this guy to cast Phase Shift.
Yep, we got him.
We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Because I gotta chase these grenadiers down and phase shift them to death.
That's right. Phase shift them right into the dirt.
Oh yeah, on Monday I get to do the new work on my VTuber model. Actually, since the last time we talked, I don't know if you've seen it, my VTuber model is done.
Oh, awesome.
I did it on intro hour one day, and I also did it in episode 3 of the Alvrea Tabadachi campaign. If you wanted to get a look at it, but it needs to be edited because it wasn't properly tracking my lower lip. It was too stiff, and the cheekbones were stiff as well.
And so is that like the 3D animation work edit, or is that the 3D art edit?
Well, I mean, they're the same, right? Like the 2D art has to be altered to move in the correct way.
Okay. Because sometimes it could be just
I lost
of the rigging.
Yes, it was a rigging problem.
Okay.
But the artist was also the rigger. Yeah, they went all in on him. This time I actually have to heal him with the priest
and use magic shield or whatever.
Yeah. Although I think magic shield is for physical damage.
Yeah, well, I mean, if he took less physical damage, then the magic wouldn't.
Listen, I'm starting to think I should just run this map the way I want to. Is what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Look, I mean, that's
what I wanted to do was trap people in this canyonway and drop the rock on them, but this other strategy does, like, I get how it's supposed to work. The enemies are not doing it correctly, is the problem.
Yeah.
If only the enemies would work exactly the way that I wanted them to. This would be a lot easier.
I've been told by so much media that enemies just run at you without any kind of interest in their own self-preservation.
Yeah, of course. I agree with that. Alright, we're just gonna park Ash there. So I still haven't read any Berserk, but I did send you that Berserk thing because I thought for sure you would understand what it was about.
It was pretty funny.
I mean, those guys always do great work. Solus takes people's webcomics, usually Ball Buddy, but some other webcomics, and he pays voice actors to dub over it. Always does a great job.
You'll have to check out the channel. I just watched that one video, but no.
Oh man, there's some spicy stuff on there. Still does 28 even with 2 defense spells on him.
Well, I don't know if they stack, to be fair.
Okay. We have to remember. So he has to cast something that's distant. So I'm guessing he's gonna cast Magic Shield again.
Well, what about healing?
She's gonna heal.
But he's a better healer than you.
But he can't he can't reach him, right? He can only heal people that he's directly next to.
Really? I thought he could heal.
I thought he could only heal people directly next to him. How far does Cure reach? Oh, I've made a mistake. I've made a crucial error!
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, I'm sure it's only the same thing that happened last time.
Yeah, you're right.
Look.
I've fallen into the same blunder. Classic. Never start a land war in Asia. But only slightly less well known as this. Never go in against a Sicilian when death is on the line! Ha 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 ha!
I don't know that one.
You don't know Princess Bride?
Oh yeah, you know I never really watched Princess Bride as a kid.
You've never really watched Princess Bride?
I've seen it. I've seen it subsequently, but like you know, when you're an adult, the quotes don't necessarily stick the same way.
Connor, you're killing me, man.
Oh, this is the common thing with like my writer Charlie. He's always like, "Well, I assume you haven't seen this movie."
I mean, look, I do a lot of quotes and no one gets half of them, but not knowing Princess Bride.
It is a good movie though.
You know what people would think if you were at a con and someone stood up and announced that you hadn't seen Princess Bride? Devastating. You would be destroyed on the floor. Oh my god, this guy attacked from the side!
Yeah.
And now I'm about to get destroyed by this warlock. Block!
3 times.
Alright.
Look, how about you just heal with the priest next time?
How about you heal with the priest?
I also don't think you need to do Mystic Shield twice. I don't think it stacks. Or you could just do your own strategy. Why don't you just do your own strategy? See how it goes.
No, we're committed now, Connor.
Now we're committed to the
We're
bit.
committed. We're committed to the bit.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna use
I
Bless
think Grog
Weapon.
Sort of like manage the rear, the backside. Bless Weapon. Oh, I see it. No, but yeah, the running gag with Charlie for me is like, I have consumed some of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Like I read that as a teenager, but like, it wasn't quite as foundational, I guess, for me as it is for some people. So like,
Sure.
Charlie's like, oh, you haven't, like he would wear the Dope Panic shirt. And so for me, that like doesn't immediately like trigger like, oh, I know that reference. But like he's like, how do you not know that? How does that not like immediately a thing for you?
Charlie's walking around with a towel for no real reason.
Yeah, we'll see. Now I don't get that reference either, but
It's Hitchhiker's Guide. It's literally one of the first things that happens. It's literally one of the first things that happens.
literally.
ConorHughes. Literally.
Yeah.
Literally as in non-figuratively.
Right. But my basic sentiment would be something like, I think like, yeah, older generations are gonna know that reference much more definitively than
That hurts me. I'm 37 now, okay? You saying younger generations won't know it hurts me. I'm busted up. I'm broken now. I'm an old man.
I mean, we are not what are conventionally considered young men. You know?
But I'm not middle-aged until I hit 40, okay?
I agree. I agree. You know, we're not old. We're just not young. You know, there are generations that have adulthood and are, you know, after us or whatever.
I don't know why you're laughing while you're saying this, Connor. That feels more insulting that you're laughing. It feels like you're trying not to be insulting, but then you laugh while you're saying it, and it gets worse. Wow.
Oh man.
It's gonna be that kind of battle, huh? It's just gonna be that way.
Yeah.
Watch all of them block the magic as well. I'll take a drink real quick while this fucked up shit happens.
No one can block the magic. You know, I'm sitting over here making Berserk references that, like, basically... I mean, like, I'm not saying that Berserk is super obscure, but it's more obscure than, like, some things. So, you know, I'm used to people not necessarily following the references.
The Dark Moon Greatsword.
Yeah.
What's that doing here?
To me, that sounds like a Dark Souls reference, but
It is a Dark Souls reference, but the Dark Souls reference is specifically for Berserk. So the guy who wrote Dark Souls and basically the main writer for FromSoft includes a weapon called the Dark Moon Greatsword in all Armored Core and Dark Souls games. And it's it specifically references Guts. I mean, it looks like it always looks like some variation of Guts' Greatsword.
Are you sure you're not talking about the Moonlight Greatsword?
Yeah. I mean, it's always called, you know, something sword, moon sword. Sometimes it's called Dark Moon Greatsword, sometimes it's called Blood Moon Greatsword. Something.
There is a Dark Moon Greatsword in Elden Ring.
Exactly. The puppet wife gives it to you.
It's funny that you know that. Like
it's pretty much the first thing anybody knows about her is that that's not her real body.
Right. But
I have
she gives you the sword. Wow, look at that lineup. Let's do it.
What do you mean, do it? I don't know what you think I'm gonna do.
I thought you were gonna nuke them.
I guess I could. I could just move in and nuke them.
With Zohar?
No, like, I already nuked them with Zohar.
Oh, okay.
But if I go like this...
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And I block them from getting past me in the process. If I've lost any healing support, they're gonna get side attacks on me, but... I'm healed up and they're mostly dead. What could go wrong? It's not like I could lose a fourth time in a row. On the exact same turn as the last two. For the exact same reason. Yeah, I got like 120 health. That's fine. How badly could this go? I did not anticipate he'd be able to chuck over a fucking castle. Yeah. Well, that went from possible to not possible now. I'm gonna get nuked and then I'm gonna die. I'm full health. I don't know how this strategy is supposed to work, Connor. I'm just gonna be flat honest with you. This is a stupid strategy. I don't know how you're supposed to survive this.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you gotta do you know. Maybe there's been an update to the game and it's changed, you know?
No, there's no way that's possible. Don't stop trolling. Here it comes.
Block.
I mean, it wouldn't matter. You have to block 3 different times. The probability against is astronomical.
Never tell me that.
I will tell you the fucking odds. I'm a tactical gamer. Knowing the odds is the key to most. I'm not just a tactical gamer. I've beaten every XCOM game in existence on Iron Man Veteran mode or Commander mode, whatever it's called. All right, in that particular game, it's fucking hard to do. And if you don't know the probability of success, you fucked up.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I know I'm right, motherfucker. You don't need to tell me. Next, you're gonna be like, you know, when you're right, you're right. And I'm like, yeah, I know I'm right when I'm right. Build. Actually, I should have used Blessed Weapon. Because she can use Mystic Shield.
Yeah, but he's not going to be in melee range this turn anyway. Although I guess... No, you're right, yeah.
Listen, I'm trying to farm EXP as well.
That's right.
I don't know if you know about this thing called EXP, but it is critical.
I mean, her
survival.
putting Mystic Shield on somebody else isn't like necessarily a bad idea.
I guess, but
Like Zohar or
as a Fire Emblem player, you gotta build the bonds between your... Now see, that's a game we could play that you might even enjoy. Any Fire Emblem game. 3 kingdoms, 3 houses. Sorry, 3 houses. I still have my DS somewhere. We could do a replay of the really fucked up storylines from Fates. It's tactical gaming like this, but it's also about when you're standing next to another character, you build support bonds, and the higher that bond level is, the more scenes you get out of it in camp, but also the higher the stat bonus you have when the two of you stand next to each other.
Yeah, I mean, I played
that's
the
wild.
GBA one, Fire Emblem. That was fun.
Wow.
It has quite the same
Game Boy
mechanics.
Advance. Yeah, of course it does.
Yeah.
All right, Connor. This was my strategy all along, Connor. How about that? How does that look, Connor? You think this looks like a good idea? You think maybe the person writing the guide is a moron? How about we just fucking hit these guys? Yeah, how about that? How about that, Connor? What if we did that?
You do it, man. You do it.
I am gonna do it. All right. And I still use the rolling fire. No, it's way too short. Doesn't matter. We're putting a line of swordsmen up to defend. We're gonna sneak this guy cheekily up here in order to knock the ball down on them. Less weapon. We're gonna keep Diego and Sarah on the left-hand side to deal with this bat. Because what's gonna happen is next turn the bat's gonna end up over here, and Diego's gonna snipe it, and then Sarah's gonna come over and give it a swipe and kill it.
Yeah.
But
The problem is
for
the other
now-
bat. The other bat might paralyze Grog.
I don't care about Grog. I'm leaving Grog up there to die.
Well, Grog needs XP too.
Oh, he doesn't. He's useless.
Grog, it's only useless because you don't give him XP. You gotta feed him. Feed him.
I'm about to feed him to the pigs. On fire. Now that seems like it's going to be a lot easier to get a counterattack kill off on.
Yeah. Well, last turn they were down about 5-12. Last game.
Yeah, but that was a one more turn in the future.
Oh, okay.
I'm acting faster this turn, Connor. Because that don't kill me can only make me stronger. Okay, that's fine. Dolan can survive your pathetic attempts. the Warlock gets him, Dolan's gone, but that's fine because Dolan is an Ash. The game won't end if Dolan dies.
Right.
Eat the chumps so that I can get in a Zohar super bomb spell. Well, now I know who's gonna get whacked by Diego. It's gonna be this guy. That does mean Grog is gonna get that push off.
Yeah, yeah.
Gonna be alive.
Rare
And nice.
Grog W.
Not sure that was worth all this hubbub, but there it is. I mean, I'm pretty sure Zohar will die if I put him out here, but can hit pretty much the whole battlefield from this location.
Right.
Need to go one more back.
Almost left. Yeah, one more back. I mean, when you make hits like that, you don't need to have many instances. You don't need to be alive for a long time. You get your experience all in one go.
Gates of Babylon.
Well, that mage needs to go.
Send Ashen to finish the job over here. That this. Hit everybody.
I wonder if it'll hit him. Probably not.
Wow. That's fucked up.
That is a messed up game.
So I really need to get someone on the other side of the boulder and roll it back, apparently.
Yeah.
I actually think I can just use her to solve that problem. Him here. Pocket. And them surviving with one hit point really sucks.
Yeah, especially because
It's a problem.
Enemies that will run away.
Pocket him. Take some hits. This way the fewest number of people can attack Zohar now. Although it is, the number is 2. It's gonna be these two. Have free shots on them. Why can't Ash cultivate to compress his sword key? Send sword beam slashes to break the grenades up in midair. That's what I heard heroes are supposed to do in this sort of media.
I mean, maybe it could have happened if we did the sequel fest. Who knows?
Just to be clear, this sort of shit actually happens in Fire Emblem. You'll get heroes who, once you build them correctly, will counter it. They'll attack. They'll counterattack before the attack attacks them. And they'll be able to attack with a sword at any range on the battlefield. Using sword beams. It's always really nice to do that kind of shit. That's real endgame stuff, though. You have to build the whole game to get to that point.
That's one of my favorite reactions in Final Fantasy Tactics.
Attack first.
Where you like counterattack before they attack.
Yeah. Solid.
Yeah, samurai. Skill. Guess we'll get that item in the corner.
Working on it.
Heck yeah.
I just need to get the one health guy dead. Already acted. Wait, does this hit my own guy? I got to check that. I guess we're about to find out. Sorry, Diego.
Looks like it does from Diego, but nope.
It didn't.
What's all?
Gotta get Diego out in the field to go get the treasure chest and the secret item on the other side. Now, look, Connor, I would never say that the strategy in that guide is stupid and obviously wrong, and my initial thought was correct, and rolling the ball and spreading the enemies out as long as possible was the clear, obvious choice. But if I was to say something like that, I would be correct.
Yeah. Well, hey, you know, fair deuce. Fair deuce. You know, no one questions your tactical mind, AP, so, you know, if you feel like...
Plenty of people do.
Bad,
You have not...
better.
See, this is how I know that you aren't watching the Blood Bowl games.
Okay. Well, I mean, you know, that's sort of... Blood Bowl is kind of a different logic, I think, than strategy games like sports.
It's still a tactical piece-moving
it's
game.
Yeah, I gotta check it out. I just haven't... I have to learn the rules as well, so there's that aspect.
This is crazy, but we actually teach the rules while we're playing in Season 1. Because most of us haven't played before. There we go. Now you're considerably less dangerous. Much easier to deal with. Done it, Connor. I've maneuvered into a position where the sky will get free throws on me and I'll be able to walk around the battlefield however I please.
Perfect.
It is perfect. Thank you for saying so. Well, I thought that's where I was supposed to go.
I think you were
was
standing
this?
on it. Yeah.
I was standing on it. Interesting. That Sub-Zero from...
X-Men?
No, from Mortal Kombat.
Oh, sorry.
X-Men.
I was thinking
We're not talking about the same thing. I think remotely.
I don't know why.
We're on totally different pages here. You're the comic book guy. What are we doing here? What are we doing here, comic book guy? Yes. This is why I thought Heal only had a one range. That was looking at her abilities earlier. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I can't fuck around.
Zohar gets down. No question.
Get up, get down, ood boogie. Wait, am I gonna get a counterattack on this? No?
Yeah, I'm guessing you can't counterattack enemies that are a full height above you.
I'm wondering if it's because he's facing backwards, but
No, I don't think so. I don't think that would make a difference.
doesn't matter. If they want to farm XP on him, I'll farm XP from their XP farming.
Well, you just, this is the great time for accumulate. You just need to accumulate.
This Final Fantasy playing motherfucker over here.
Oh yeah. Yeah. When I first played that game, I grinded so much with that ability. But then you sort of shoot yourself in the back in some sense because
all the random battles level with you.
Sorry?
All the random battles level with you.
Yeah, well that too. But also, you know, when you level up a squire, you get a certain stat spread that may or may not be like the best for what your intentions are. I mean, squire. Don't get me wrong. Squire's stat spread is pretty good. But there are potentially better ones depending on your, you know, what kind of character you're building.
My character's name is Taco Man. He wants to become the master of all tacos. I will not be taking questions.
Yeah, it's a good goal. Good to have life goals, you know. Taco Man. You don't think he can reach?
I think he can reach. I'm just gonna farm for XP like a little bitch.
Oh, I see.
I haven't had an opportunity to do this all game. They're gonna run out of MP eventually in about 5 seconds.
Right.
I want to believe that Diego's last name is... For the folks at home, Diego Garcia is a very famous island. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is it near Spain? Is it near Mexico? No, it's in the middle of the Indian Ocean.
Yeah, I would never have guessed any of that.
It's one of the largest
what the reference was.
U.S. Navy bases in the world.
Okay.
It's a very
'cause I feel like-
small terrestrial island that we have put a massive Pacific naval force at. With the island is like 90% airfield. It's so that we can react to anything in the region very quickly.
Sure. Yeah, we patrol the seas.
We have turned essentially garbage into something. Oh, I can't attack up there. Okay, well,
Yeah.
it's magic bomb time, bro.
You wouldn't want to give. I mean, you could probably give someone else the kill that needs it. Ash hardly needs
Oh my god, how is Ash out of MP? He's only used rolling fire twice.
it. Yeah, he doesn't get much. He's no caster.
Yeah, no, not like that. It's gonna have to be Zohan.
Imagine, you know, if the Grenadier killed Diego and you ran out of MP, you couldn't kill this guy.
I have Mage's Oil on all the mages.
Oh, true.
I'm just not using it.
No, yeah, of course.
I mean, you are right that situation. Oh, I got a support. Nice. Love support. Although if that's true, that means you can get multiple supports. This. Right. And with a big hit. Play your last pathetic card, Grenadier.
Wow, Huxley still has. Oh, not any MP? I thought it looked like he had a lot.
Oh,
no,
yeah, none. Hit, we got him, boys. Triple support. Still only did 22 damage.
I think you can't exceed the damage of the character's health. So
Let's see. Not like Final Fantasy where you get break limit. Start doing more than 9999 damage.
nope.
The water is almost delicious. As delicious as winning my victory my way. I want it that way. Hell, Speedace! Dolph, fill everyone in. No, there actually is a clown character. Dolph, fill everyone in. First, take a look at this. Look, so the thing is, this game came out before a lot of the games that I'm going to reference for this, but I just have a feeling that Dolph is actually the bad guy, you know, like the ultimate bad guy, in the same way that Kafka or any of the other clown jester type characters actually end up being like the most brokenly evil dudes.
Sure.
As you can see, this is the magic stone that has everyone so excited. The Empire's greatest scientific minds have been studying this stone. They have found that this stone is from when the universe was born. Okay, well, that is certainly one thing that's true, but technically everything is from the instant the universe was born, since all matter was born in that moment and it's just been shifting elemental form via nuclear fusion. But okay, sure. Given the next line, it sounds like it's more spiritual in nature before I get too hypercritical. It contains a spark of the original flames of judgment. Financier? The flames of judgment? Are you insane? No, it's the same power that we've all heard of. The power that brought this world to the very edge of destruction. Don't make me laugh. I admit that the stone is unusual, but I don't believe that it has the power to evaporate entire cities or destroy the world. You're right. Currently, something called the Royal Ring is keeping its true power in check. The Royal Ring? Remember your history. Terra saved the world by sealing the flames of judgment with a ring. This ring was passed on to his descendants, along with a holy command. They were to found a country to protect this holy ring, at all costs. This was the Holy Ashar dynasty's task, but at some point they forgot. 18 years ago, when the royal family was cast down, the ring was lost.
So, you want us to find this ring, huh? Well, I don't like it. The Crimson Guard are all the power we need to rule this country. Hey, listen to me for a minute. Oppressing the people is easy, but ruling them is a different. Kane, you and I are strong. We make our own path in life. But most people are weak, relying on the power of religion or government to protect them. These weaklings need symbols to follow. What better symbol to rule the people than the flames of judgment? It's time for us to unify this continent. What better? We must find the royal ring. Excuse me, I'm dying from doing this voice. Let me get another drink.
Yeah, his monologue is going on.
Search this land from high to low.
Ash is the secret scion of the royal family. The son they never knew they had. He was lost, like the Grand Duchess Anastasia. I want to imagine that she's put her hand on the glass. Clint. What are you feeling sad about, Kira? Oh, Master Dolph. You still feel bad about betraying your friend? No. I wonder if you have what it takes to get your revenge. Have you forgotten what they did to your family? Of course I haven't forgotten. Kira, I know exactly how you feel. People must realize what's happening in this country. Hell and his minions are sacrificing countless innocents. And for what? All to pursue his insane goal of world domination. Huh? I'll make my move soon. I need your support. I'll help, Master Dolph. Alright, so just to be clear, Connor, that feeling I had that this guy is the real final boss has now spiked to 1 bazillion%.
Honestly, I forget, so I'm right there with you.
Okay. Monologue. Do it. Monologue, motherfucker, monologue.
Dangerous, my lord.
As you know, you put too much trust in that girl. Take care how you speak to me. Give me. But as long as you mention it, I'd like you to keep an eye on her for a while. It shall be as you... Alright, what's the guide say to do next?
Let's go take a look.
Oh my god, that one battle took almost all our time.
Yeah, it really did. Alright. We're gonna read Highway. Okay. Just they barely put themselves, don't leave them here without it. 5,000. Oh, Taro's using the side quest and you get a good reward for it. Okay. Yeah, so you go to Reed Highway. and so forth.
We've got trouble, Ash. In any patrols headed this way.
Who's this fucking clown?
He's got his hair willowing in the wisping in the wind.
If they spot us, we lose the element of surprise. Once they see the gate, they'll know anyway. In either case, we can't let them leave here. Hide behind the trees. If we move, they'll notice us and flee for sure. Wait until the time is right and hit them with everything you've got.
Right. So, treasures. There's a M staff in the Eastern Road crater. There's a crater in the Eastern Road, I guess. Somewhere. That? Yeah, that looks like that.
There it is.
Okay. And I will read the description. Finally, another fun battle where the enemy doesn't fight back. In an effort to ambush the incoming enemy patrol, everyone hides in a grove of trees on either side of the road. Huxley will hide near a gate to the west. Let the patrol advance until turn 5, when they're smack dab in the middle of the enemy territory. Lead off with phase shift by moving Zohar near the road, then bombard everyone with everything you got, including the priest's offensive moves. The same turn the attack is sprung. Make sure Huxley drops the gate and starts moving west toward the box. He'll have to block the small footbridge path with that box as soon as possible. As said before, the enemy will not fight back. Lando gives signal for all to flee towards the exit in an attempt to signal the rebels' attack. Halt the attack as those near the boss try to come back whence they came, while the ones further west go towards Huxley and the box. It's the finest rat trap ever constructed. There's an M staff in the East Road's crater, but getting this isn't that important, honestly. Still, it saves some currency. There you go.
Okay.
Crimson Guard archers? Damn fascists. They're leveling this country.
They're gonna goose step their way right into this trap.
Wait until they're a little closer. Hold. Roger, roger. And this is when I would spring it, but seems like the game's not gonna let me.
Well, he's suggesting a tiny bit longer, so
Oh, can I
think
can,
'cause they-
can I actually act?
yeah, I assume you can, but Ash even himself said, like, just wait a little bit. Again, they're gonna flee back.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, because they're gonna just escape. They're not gonna fight. But it's not just that they're gonna try and attack you. And you want to surround them. That you want to avoid them running back and out maneuvering you.
And so it has begun. So, this is the power of revolution.
Grog dealt a lot more damage than I thought he would.
Yeah, I wonder if this Archer guy is coming back, because he's got such a unique design. I'd be sort of surprised if they just sort of wasted him.
How do I do this?
What are the rebels doing around here? They can't be planning to attack the prison, can they? Somebody get away fast and warn the others.
Those dogs might actually be my guide to the box. So
Yeah, we'll see.
he survived.
How long?
So we're gonna move Grog into the gap, get a back attack off. That'll set up for a support for Ash.
Very good.
Avenge me.
Yeah, doesn't look like he's coming back.
This guy? Okay. Gonna be close.
How about those apples?
We're good here. Hardly feels like moving anybody else is worthwhile. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Or you just get the item in the back.
oh yes, that's a good idea. That item. Listen, Powerpuff Girls, you're not going anywhere. Powerpuff Girls.
Going back into the kennel. Family hadn't gone to a restaurant for a very long time. Last night I had a gift card for Texas Roadhouse. Went there.
Ah, I like them.
Yeah, it was good. Very good.
Texas Roadhouse impressed me during COVID because they closed all their stores and paid everyone while the stores were closed for sick leave, essentially. Came out of the pandemic smelling like roses. Very smart move.
We like this.
I don't like a lot of things coming out of Texas, but Texas Roadhouse ain't one of the things I dislike.
Yeah, there's a nice atmosphere. I'm not a big sports bar loud volume guy. Like I want to talk to people. So, they had an area where the music wasn't like super loud or anything, and they're pretty accommodating to the kids. So, yeah, good stuff.
You get the fried pickles. Of course you didn't.
No, we considered it, but
Not a fried pickles kind of guy, huh?
well, I'd eat them, but my daughter didn't want them, so. We said, we knew that the portions were going to be large, so like we didn't need to add on to things.
Exercised?
They were large. I'd say my main critique would be the steak fries were less than I'd expect from such a place.
I get the Texas chili. For $1, you get a bowl instead of a cup. You get a double portion. That's my side of choice.
Okay. Yeah, I went with the house salad, which had egg, which I wouldn't say I loved. I should have probably gone for the seafood.
This egg hater?
No, I like eggs, but I don't know, in the salad, it was fine, but I don't know.
Egg hating ConorHughes right here.
I'm a 5 egg eater a day person.
I was a boy, I eat sorry. I was a boy, I ate 1 dozen eggs so I could grow large. As a man, I eat 5 dozen eggs. Now I'm roughly the size of a barge. You don't know where that's from, huh?
I want to say Beauty and the Beast.
It is. It's the Gaston song.
Gaston song,
yeah. What's the guide say to do here?
Prison Fortress is next. Did you save?
I did save. This feels like a good place to stop, honestly, rather than try to push what sounds like it's going to be a major battle in less than 15 minutes.
Let me see. This is not the longest battle. I have time if you want to, because I was late, of course.
I can't go super late. I do have the Gen Con, so my whole day is planned around that.
Sure. No, of course. Yeah. It's up to you. I'd say there's going to be a series of battles in this prison.
Okay.
Yeah. This one is not the longest, but
Find out about him next time.
Next time.
Closing thoughts, ConorHughes.
If you told me that you'd be bested 3 or 4 times by that one battle, I wouldn't have believed you. But
I should have trusted my instincts, Connor. That's all there is to it. I should have trusted my instincts and done what I wanted to do from the start. I saw the correct salute. No, you don't have to use the Force to come up with good ideas. Don't confuse the mystical power of the Force with being intelligent, all right? Because certainly plenty of Force users did dumb shit. I knew what I needed to do, Connor, and I knew how to accomplish it. And in the end, I made it work.
That's right.
And you can make it work for you, too.
That's true. I'll have to take that advice into my daily life.
Oh, you got any daily advice or like dad advice? Since I briefly talked about Dungeons and Dads.
Wow,
You're just totally confused. Okay.
Totally blanked. Yeah, I mean, dad advice.
Yeah, dad advice.
Love your kids. I don't know.
Love your
wife,
kids.
love your kids.
Wow.
You know, make them happy.
Real bold advice out here. Throwing the big ones.
Yeah, the hot takes over here.
Yeah.
Make lots of dad jokes. That makes everyone happy.
Uh-huh.
That's a baseline. That's what I got, I'd say. How about you, AP? Any dad advice?
I'm not a dad.
Yeah, but you know, it's not like you can't have an opinion, you know.
All right. What do I got here?
You have been a child, and as a child, you have interacted with.
That's true.
Parents.
That's true. So here's my advice: don't abandon your son.
Okay. Yeah, that's.
There you go, fair. Connor. You like that one? You like that one? Okay, great. Yeesh. I feel like I just moved this into a new YouTube content rating just from the spice on that one.
Right. It's a little tang as the aftertaste for this podcast, for this show.
Indeed. Well, like any good adult, I'm gonna go take a nap at noon. Because that's what adults do. They do the same thing as children, which is take a nap.
Siesta.
Oh, that's true. I mean, it is a bazillion degrees everywhere in the world, but all right. Are we good for next week?
Should be.
We should be back then, audience, for more of this particular game.